Hello everyone, this is Pepin NHL Talk. I'm Thomas Pepin, and let's play some NHL. So, one thing I find odd is it says that I'm not connected. Like, I've seen this before doing a stream, and I've always restarted my PlayStation because I didn't think I'd be able to stream, but it looks like everything's fine. Yeah, it says I'm not connected to the network. I don't know if that really matters if you're not playing like online against somebody else. Anyways, so I thought I'd try doing it with that still showing up and everything's fine, so whatever. So continuing the franchise mode series where I've taken over the Toronto Maple Leafs, we are on season 10, episode 5. We're going to hopefully finish this season in the playoffs. That's the goal for today. And we're going to see if we can win our 7th Stanley Cup in 10 seasons, which would be very good. But I'm not holding my breath. Our team's been pretty mediocre. I say mediocre when we're in second, third place or something, but most seasons we sit in first and then it's not even close. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to remember to do this every single time before I go through the end of the season. I could do this throughout the season, but I don't know if it necessarily is important, but just to make everybody sure that I'm not cheating, just to show all my settings. Showing this during the season, yeah, I mean, maybe I could be simming through things and doing better. But if I show you this before the playoffs, you know that I can't cheat to win the Stanley Cup at least. So, in all likelihood, that I'm not cheating the rest of it, basically. So, anyways, that's it. Yeah, let's try to zoom through the rest of the regular season, get to the playoffs, because this is going to be a long stream otherwise. Probably 3 hours if it's slow to get through the regular season, but stupid thing. So we decided to not make any. Well, we made one major move to bring in Rodin. I think he's injured right now. Anyways, and outside of that, we didn't bring in any depth guys. We're kind of rolling the dice, I guess, so to speak, trying to see if we can win the cup with what we got. We couldn't make it better, really. I mean, we could and spend assets and stuff, but it just wasn't worth it. Because we're supposed to be so good. And I do, well, I said this actually in the past 2 streams, I think our problem's been goaltending, and it says Chubasov's back from injury. We're not playing him. He's not back from injury yet. Yeah, I think goaltending's been our problem, so yeah, there's not much we could have done. We're not going to get rid of or any of the goalies, to be honest. So there's like, I mean, you could maybe do stuff with players, but yeah. And on that note, our worst performing goalie just got lost. So Chubasov is back. So we got a bunch of line changes to make, which is annoying, but that's how it goes. Okay, so where's everybody at? 52. Like, look at these numbers. That's nuts. 42 goals in 64 games. That's so nuts. Anyways, that's 50 points. 57? Caswell's kicked it up. '53. Von Fersen's really made a difference, I guess. Good for him. 52. So then 57, 53. Can he play on the first line? Huh. We might do this, actually. '52. 52. '57. Man, he's really picked it up too. 53. Um, 2 snipers, all playmakers. What was he at again? 52. 52. 53. Pickerainen can do face-offs, I think. I think this works best also based on performance. So we got 2 snipers and the best setup guy who hasn't played well. He's got 50. He's got 57. But he's got the 99s across the board for puck skills. So, yeah, I think that makes sense. And then, so we at least have 1 sniper per second and third line. Doyle, he's a playmaker, okay. Alright, let's try this. So Martins, Von Fersen, McKenna. It's weird to have Von Fersen on the first line. I didn't think I would. Martins, Von Fersen, McKenna, Kishevnikov, Pickerainen, Caswell. Two snipers there, 1 sniper there, so we'll put Chubasov on the second. That gives 2 snipers there. Let's do this. Actually, that's good. Caswell on his off. And then that means Nichushkin's on 1. And the funny thing is we don't even, we're still missing Rodin. We add him in, like who comes out? It's nuts. So Von Fersen, Martins, McKenna, Pickerainen, Kuzhevnikov, Chubasov, Caswell. 36. $52. $53. Nyquist out. This guy can play defensively, I guess. Pickarainen, Kuzhevnikov, Chubasov, Caswell. Okay. Pickarainen. Yeah, because he has to do face-offs, I guess. Kuzhevnikov, Chubasov. I think that's best. On Thurston, Martins, McKenna. It's 42. Thurston, Martins, McKenna, and Chushkin. That works. Martins, McKenna. Pickarainen. I guess I should have checked. Because I don't know for sure that. Oops. Is Caswell better? 4-2-3-3. No, so Caswell should be both, not Pickarainen at all. Who was it? Chubasov and Kuzhevnikov. Wait. No, Pickarainen, Kuzhevnikov. yeah, Doyle too. So Chubasov, Doyle maybe? And Martins, Caswell. Chubasov. Pikkarainen. I think that's right. Martins, McKenna, Caswell, who's on two? Caswell, Kuzhevnikov. Oh, but face-offs. Pikkarainen, Kuzhevnikov? Yeah. Von Fersen, Caswell. McKenna, Martins. Von Fersen. Kuzhevnikov, Caswell, Pikkarainen. What a contrast to last year, Pikkarainen. I'm happy with that. And then it is Chubasov and Chushkin. Who's better? I guess Nichushkin's better at face-offs. This has to change. So Martins and let's go with Kuzhevnikov. Martins, Von Fersen, Kuzhevnikov. Who's the other Chubasov? We got so many players that could be captains that it's difficult to choose. Just out of interest, I just want to see where he sits in the league for goals, because he wasn't first before, and I mean, it would be pretty crazy if he's not first. Laine's got 49. Jeez. So Nolan's on a good stretch. So we've got two goalies rolling. Still Pickarainen. Well, he lost his most recent game. I don't know if he lost another back-to-back, did he? Who lost that game? I wish I could tell. I think it was Pickarainen. Koivunen next up. I don't know for sure. It doesn't really hurt to put Koivunen in, because we're towards the end of the season anyway, so it's probably going to be this rotation. Oh, I think, did I optimize these? I can't remember. I haven't written these down, so I guess no is the answer. And I can't remember if I hit the maximums for some of them before, but whatever. Okay, so who plays first? So it should be Nolan. That's good. Oh, look, it says that the Jets won their last 6 games, so that means they're keeping up pace too. That sucks. We might not be able to get first. Why'd it get so low? Rodine's almost back. Oh, it's supposed to be Koivunen. Why didn't it rotate? It usually does on back-to-backs automatically. Hey. So, assuming nobody else got injured, we'll have a full, healthy lineup right now until something happens, as it always does. I mean, in real life it does too, so it's not like you can't expect to have a fully healthy roster all the time. Alright. The Lysell, I think, has been definitely the best. 27 and 61. It's pretty close, kind of. You know what, let's send down Soderblom, just so he's getting some ice time. And Tracy while we're at it. Maybe not Tracy, because I just don't want to risk him getting claimed. Soderblom's not the end of the world. Steven Stamkos. It's not Steven Stamkos. And now Rodin comes in. 52 and 58. So you should be on the second line, I believe. 56, 58. So Pickarainen comes out. Rodin can do face-offs. Guess that's how it is. Vorobiev comes out. 78, 77. Nichushkin center. I guess. Pickarainen on his off wing. That looks good to me. So then geez, do we take off defensemen? I mean, why not? We're just, I think, too good to have we've got too many high-performing forwards. So, Rodin, Caswell, Kuzhevnikov. Um, 26, 31, 15. So let's do this. I guess not. That. Then Martin's one first and McKenna. Nichushkin. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we do have to use the defenseman. 46. It's pretty darn close for performance anyways, so I'm okay with that. And then Chubasov comes off, Rodin stays in. And this stays the same, I believe. Who did we lose on this one? Chubasov. Okay, so that's okay. Then Chubasov. Pickarainen, I guess. Chubasov, Doyle. Rodine's good. Yeah. Or Rodin Kishevnikov. Let's go Chusov Doyle. Rodin Kishevnikov. Caswell Pickarainen. Chubasov. Rodin. Pickarainen. Kenna Martins. Kishevnikov. Wait. Kishevnikov, Rodin. I think that's better. Martins, McKenna, Kishevnikov, Rodin, Von Fersen, Caswell, or Pickarainen. 66, 56. Yeah, I guess Caswell, Von Fersen. McKenna, Martins, Von Fersen, Kishevnikov, Rodin, Caswell, Chubasov, Nichushkin, Pickarainen. Martins will go. Yeah, actually, we'll go with Kishevnikov. And it's funny, all that work to do all the line changes, and then bet you anything there's going to be an injury. But you're supposed to do things properly, so I do. Is there any impacts to that? Doesn't look like it. It's funny, on defense we haven't had to do too many moves. On forwards we've had lots of injuries. We're supposed to do scouting now. And it really does look like we're going to have to draft. I haven't looked at where the standings are sitting. Should have a look at that. I mean, at this point it doesn't make a difference because we have to wait till the season's over. Well, and the lottery and yeah, all that stuff, so. Man, 4 of the top 5 are apparently high value. Seems unlikely we're going to draft that high, but you never know. Oh, whoops. That's okay. We'll scout that guy. Some of these guys we've scouted already plenty, but still go through the motions. You never know. Oh. That guy slipped. I think he started the season as 30th and he's all the way to 40th. So we pretty much have all the information we need for the draft, but I'll still go through the motions. Maybe I won't do it. Maybe I'll do it every 20 games now or something like that, but yeah. Caswell's taking the lead in points. That's surprising. Now I can't remember if that was home or away. Home. All right. I think it was 10 games left, something like that. I think we were at 72. Assuming that guy hasn't been injured. I don't think he has. Just out of interest, Flames are still in a playoff spot, so that sucks. It feels like they're going to keep it. Oh, that totally sucks. So it's not going to be, I don't think it can be a lottery pick. And then it's Lightning, I think we have. Pretty sure. And that one could be a lottery pick. Probably not, based on everything else, but you never know. 106 for the Jets. Ooh. It seems really far-fetched that we're going to... They have 8 points ahead of us and 10 games left. So they would have to tank and we would have to do perfect, basically. So that would be 20 points. Would put us at 118. They'd have to lose. So 18 would be 12 points, which means six wins. So they have to lose 4 or more games that we have to do perfect, basically, in order for us to get the President's Trophy. So seems extremely unlikely. There's a loss on top of it. So that changes the goalie rotation. I think that was an away game. So it looks like we're not getting a President's Trophy, which means that we're not going to meet one of the owner goals. I think we will have met 2 of them and didn't meet 2 of them. I don't know how that's going to impact, like, my re-sign. I don't even know when I'm up for a contract, but you would hope that the multiple Stanley Cups is enough for me to keep my job and not get in trouble, but we'll see. It's a video game and I don't necessarily trust it. I'm pretty sure that was a home game. Yeah. Did Koivunen lose his previous game? I don't think so. Nolan lost his. Maybe he has. So Nolan lost that one. No, he couldn't have. I don't think. Wait, so he lost those. Nolan lost that. No, so he's not out. Okay. Or at least I don't think he's out. In any case, it's not of critical importance at this point. But I think we've discovered the rotation for the playoffs. So given what I did last playoffs, I actually really like that strategy. So we have one goalie that starts the series and another goalie that closes the series. So we start with the weaker goalie, and if they lose 2 games, if they lose the first 2, they're out. Otherwise, they play 3 games, regardless of outcome, because if they lose 2 games of 3, it's still going to switch, and then it goes with the other goalie for the rest. I like that strategy. Matthew, thoughts on Among Us? Are you talking about a video game? And sorry if you made that comment a bit ago. I think it is pretty recent. Okay, since we're so close to the playoffs, I'm going to go to the proper rotation now. The reason is because there's this back-to-back, and I think it's a good time for Nolan to get back in a game. So that's what we'll do here. Whoops. So it looks like Pikkarainen's not going to get any starts these playoffs. Or it's extremely unlikely, I should say. 38. Oh, they're really close. So technically Montreal's a better team. So our current rotation is correct. Maybe I'm not crazy because we had no attendance, parking at least, and no attendance for the game. So it does happen a couple times in a season. I'm not crazy. That is correct, I think. Jets are at 112. We're at 108. So it's actually getting close. Still seems super unlikely that we're going to get the President's Trophy. We would have to win the last 3 games, basically. It seems unlikely, but you never know. And then they would have to lose pretty much the rest. Something along those lines. Hey, Koivunen went up in his overall rating. It was 83. Now he's 84. That was a home game, I think. Yeah. It's going to be close. What happens if we tie? Well, I go to all the tiebreakers. I wonder if we would win on the tiebreakers. Whoops. So 546 is the maximum for that. Everything else is good. We're on a back-to-back. Rangers are 38. Devils are 34. So Nolan and then Koivunen. Shutout, not bad. This is good, having these back-to-backs right towards the end, so both goalies are getting games in. It was Nolan and then Koivunen. Yeah. Seems unlikely because we had a loss there that we got 116, 113. We did not win the President's Trophy, unfortunately. Let's do scouting before I forget. The other thing just about the scouting is, or sorry, excuse me, us drafting is, there's no, because what I've done previously is I trade for these rookie guys as places to store value, but there weren't any, so like what am I supposed to do? I'm at the point where I have all the valuable prospects, so yeah, I guess maybe I would have, it's inevitable, I would have had to have done this anyways. I don't know. And I was just thinking, maybe I should have kept scouting people into the second round, because what if there's guys in the second round that are better than the guys scouted for the first round? Because you never know. But I have a feeling it won't be the case. So, and I'm just going to gamble and go for it anyways. No weaknesses, this goalie. He's not overly too happy. Or not overly happy or too upset. I do expect a better outcome next time. We were second in the league. Like, give it a break. Toronto, Florida. This seems familiar. Okay. So we're fully healthy going into the playoffs, which is nice. We're going to start with Koivunen in net. We need to set playoff pricing. So go back to our maximums and then decrease from there. So do 28,349. $458. And $594. Two 228,349 458,594. Everything else is good. Let me just make sure I didn't forget anything. Prices. Pricing. Oh, penalty kill lines. I'm glad I looked. I don't think I'll need to adjust, but still. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, I should write this down while I'm at it. Our record, because I've been keeping track every season. So 31-32 season, we were 54, 23-5. Then we don't know our playoff result yet. So this is our 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Our fifth best season, which is weird because we've had President's Trophies with similar records. So this was an average year. But what was I going to say? An average year, but we somehow still didn't get the President's Trophy. So Winnipeg essentially just had an exceptional year. Goal differential is 1.17, better than Winnipeg, and almost certainly better than everybody else if we were to check. goals against must have been, well, goals for we were first. Goals against, whoops, we were second. Power play percentage, very clearly first. Penalty kill, fourth. So we don't need to make a single adjustment to our penalty kill, basically. It hasn't remained consistent, so technically, who knows exactly what's been good, but all the adjustments haven't resulted in it going down. So that means more or less the same players have played, and more or less that means that we keep it the same. So that answers that question, and we can get right to the playoffs. I usually do a matchup. So in this case, well, they have a .1 goal differential. Power play's one of the worst, it seems like. Penalty kill is probably slightly below average. So, as we've had before, upsets, we should be able to win this one easily, but it's never easy. So, we'll see what happens. And we start with an injury. Of course, we start with an injury. I don't know what the date is. So I think he's out for a week and a half or 2 weeks. It's not the most critical guy. We'll need to call up a AHL guy. So one of those guys we've been developing. .36 in 56 is quite good. Didn't do well when he played with us. I think this guy did poor. Oh, he did better. 27 and 72 plus 30. 27 and 72 plus 30. What's the difference? Looks like offensive and a mix. I want the mix guy. So he hasn't played up with us yet. We'll see what happens. Yeah, substitute all lines. His fit's not very good, so he has to play on the third. Can either of these guys play? He's okay on the second. He's not okay. So who's better? 8-3-6-6. So Kiviharu's gonna go on his off wing. Oh, geez. It's a big drop. I guess Sagan's gonna have to go up. Isn't really a choice in the matter. That's the best mix. And I don't want Gunderson to get too much ice time, so So that means I gotta make a bunch of changes. So, Sergei Valcour. David Nyquist. Kiwiharu Gunderson. That's good. Valcour. It's funny, I talked about no injuries to our defense, and then Murphy's Law, it happens in the playoffs. Huh? Like, again, no sales. That makes no sense. How frustrating. So Koivunen stays in. Oh, we won the game, by the way. I don't know if I said that already. Loss. Let's try that. So Koivunen stays in. And regardless of outcome, he comes out for the following game. Does he come out? Because he has two of three. If he wins one more, he comes out. Or, sorry, I should say if he, regardless of outcome on the next one, he comes out. So wait, is there 4 games the guy's supposed to play? Yeah, wouldn't that be right, actually? I think I'm correcting myself now, because so 4 games, then the other guy comes in for 3. The way that it kind of balances out is if the first goalie loses 2 in a row or 2 of 3, then it goes to the second goalie, and then it kind of balances out because in all likelihood that's going to happen. I think that's actually better. And then on top of it, you stay on a roll if you're on a roll, and then the second goalie only has to close it out with one game of 3 or something like that. So I think that's actually smarter, because if I switch now and then go back to Koivunen when he's cold, I don't think that's a good idea. I think this is better. Of course, like, who knows what the actual outcome's going to be, but I think this makes more sense. Cool. So yes, we did win, but I mean, I try to think of these strategies regardless of outcome. So Nolan goes in. The only way he doesn't play the rest of the games is if he loses 2. Then we go back to Koivunen for Game 7 because he got us 3 wins so far. So it makes tons more sense. I think that's the forward that got hurt. Yeah. So that means it is Nichushkin goes there, Vorobiev comes up. What's his face comes in. $66, $69, $68. So Doyle's gonna play center. Guess. Now what? Oh, this one's just the defenseman comes in now. Yeah. I think Chubasov, yeah, he was leading our team. But I can't play all snipers. How is Nyquist done? Very well, actually. So, 6609. So that works. Chubasov stays on. Ooh. Nyquist it is. Caswell. Martins, I guess. +5. Okay. Was there anybody else that can do face-offs? I don't think so. No, so it's going to have to be Martins. Kenna Martins, Shevnikov, Rodin, Caswell, Von Fersen, McKenna Martins, Von Fersen, Shevnikov, Rodin, Caswell, Chushkin. How has he done? +1? That's all we need. We just need you to hold water. That's all. 4 points. 4 points. 2 penalty minutes. Let's put Nyquist. Nolan, you lost. I mean, he's been clutch, so like in previous playoffs, he's won us multiple Stanley Cups. So, like again, we get no sales, but it makes no sense whatsoever. We didn't do anything. Well, I mean, I guess I did. No, I didn't increase the prices by a crazy amount, did I? I don't know. Don't know. I don't care. Yes, I know game you would go with Koivunen, but we are crazy. We're gonna try something different. Maybe not crazy. Maybe strategic and brilliant. The thing is so if we were to stop doing stuff. If we were to do things according to what the game recommends. So for example, the people that sim through seasons without editing lines, they're foregoing all these opportunities, I would argue, to make important adjustments. So for example, if we played Koivunen in the previous game, and then let's say we followed all the advice, would we have won the series? I don't know. All I know is that, well, not to brag, but I'm pretty sure nobody's won this number of Stanley Cups in this number of seasons. So whatever I'm doing is working. So I must be making the right adjustments. I don't know. The other thing, and this would make tons of sense. That was an away game, I think, right? Because we didn't go to 7. What would make tons of sense is the game shouldn't allow you to win easily without managing the team. Because, why else would they develop all these features and allow you to just sim through everything and everything go great? You should have to put in more effort. So it would make sense why they would make it more difficult when you sim as opposed to when, well, I'm simming kind of, but when you fully sim as opposed to make some adjustments and stuff. Oh, this guy actually went up overall as well. Did anybody else? Doesn't look like it. So we have Saren Hamo or Haimo. I don't know which one's correct. Back in. Gunderson held water. Very good. And he can come back in. We do need to make adjustments. So this is Saren Hamo or Haimo, I don't know. This is Seguin or Seguin. And we are going to get that Gunderson guy back to the AHL so he can get some ice time. Although we're almost certain to have to bring him up at some point. I would be surprised if we wouldn't. I didn't realize till now that Seguin was 6'4". That's a pretty big offensive defenseman. I guess what's his face? Myers? The guy that plays for Vancouver now, Tyler Myers, I think. Anyways, he was on the Jets. It's bad that I can't remember with confidence. But yeah, he was very offensive and very tall, so you never know. That's all good, Steve. So same strategy. Let's see how it plays out. Now, maybe I was wrong and I think I'm going to do maintenance on the club seats after the next game. Maybe I was wrong and I did jack up the prices too much. I don't think. Yeah, see, this is fine. Down 1, down 1, down 2, up 5. Let's try that. What did I just do? May 11th. So he's nearly back. To be honest, I don't pay so much attention to injury timelines. Like I do, I guess to some degree, but you can't do anything about it, so what's the point? You just make the line changes as you have to, and whatever happens, happens. Koivinen's playing well. That was a home game. Oh shoot, I meant to do this sooner, but that's okay. I think what I'm going to try to do is upgrade our seating and stuff in the off season because we have a whole boatload of money available, and I haven't done anything like that, so I don't think it's a bad idea. So 461 is the new best price for that. 603, I'm nearly certain is going to be correct for that. 3. And then, did I already adjust those back down? I forget. Let's just leave it. If I did forget, we'll deal with it. 2 days and he's back, or 3, something like that. Koivunen stays in. So I was able to zoom through the rest of the regular season, I think, relatively quickly. The problem is if there's injuries and line changes, that really impacts the speed I can get through this stuff. 9-1 win? That's wild. Oh, I should do scouting. We're fully healthy. That's good. We're playing well. Also very good. What happens here? So Doyle goes there. It is Pikkarainen. I was going to say, I thought he went up in his overall, but I guess not. He's got 2 points. $77, $78, 6 points. Wow, Chubasov's doing good. How is everybody doing? 7 and 9, that's okay. 8 and 9's okay. 8 and 9's okay. 9 and 9's good. 11 and 9 is very good. 13 and 9 is also very good. So the only way any change would happen would be Chubasov going to the first, which he can't. And then everything else remains the same. So, well, I mean, technically, other stuff could happen. Like Caswell could go up, and then Chubasov could go to the second line. But everything's going, I would say, especially well. So I don't want to mess around too much with our chemistry, flow, whatever you want to call it. So we put Nyquist back in. He's got 8 points. Pikkarainen doesn't deserve to go in over anybody. Everything's going great. So, again, don't mess with a good thing. So, in this case, though, I will. Will I? No, I won't. It was tempting, though. So I'm going to put Pikkarainen here with Caswell. So again, like I've said in previous playoffs, it's okay to lean on players more. So what I would want to do is distribute the minutes better, but everything's going good. I don't want to play around with anything. Well, this doesn't even really apply, so the rest I don't need to really do. Nolan can play now. We're up 3-0. It's his series to lose, I guess. Oh, I should have saved a duplicate before the playoffs. Let's do that now, just in case something goes wrong. Okay, so game 4. Nolan only has to play 1 game this round. Played 2 last. So that's good. That was a sweep, wasn't it? Yeah, 4-0 sweep. Oh, maybe I was supposed to have previewed the series, but It's a second round anyway. It's not that significant. So on to another conference finals. Not bad. So even though we didn't get our President's Trophy, we're at the very least in the conference final. So that counts for something. What did I need to do? So that was an away game, so I don't need to do anything. Oh, except for switching goalies back, which it does automatically. So this time I will preview this series just because it's a conference final. So I have to go here. So regular season they were .33 differential, which is actually not bad. It's what is it, like a quarter of our differential, so decent. I mean, within range where they could give us a hard time. Their power play is pretty good. Don't know where it sits in the league, but it's got to be, I think it's probably second, isn't it? No, fifth. Penalty kills below average. So, I mean, we got a good shot again, as we would against anybody, but man, Kozhevnikov's done great in the playoffs. He had the same thing last playoffs. I think he got hurt, though, and then he would have for sure gotten the stats. He for sure would have gotten the Conn Smythe if he was healthy. Like 23 points in 16 games, 15 and 10. Like, how clutch is that? How many years? We still have him 7 years? Man, he deserves a captaincy with this performance. Because I don't think Nichushkin's done nearly as well. Like, his regular season's kind of decent. 21 and 22 is not bad. 17 and 23, kind of decent. He's 25. How old is Koshevnikov? 25 as well. See, he's produced less in the regular season is the problem. So really in the end, I guess it's kind of a coin flip. Whoever should get captaincy, and we've had Nichushkin for longer, so I guess he keeps it. But anyways, thinking about stuff, should be focusing on this important series. Which, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Oh, that break was good for the maintenance thing, so we actually got to complete it fully. I should have checked that. Cool beans. So all those are, I think, now optimal prices. So 352, 461, 603. I think I hit the max on executive suites. Cool. No new injuries. Koivunen stays in. I was just tempted to take a look at the goalie stats to see how they're actually playing, like save percentage wise and stuff. But don't think about it. Just be happy you're winning. If you think too much about it, you're gonna kill our, what do they call it, juju? is like your vibes or whatever. Is that, I don't even know what the definition of that, if that's actually a real word. And it could even be offensive. I have no idea. I've just heard people say it. Let's look that up, actually. Urban Dictionary. An object, this is from dictionary.com. I don't know if it's accurate, correct, whatever. An object venerated superstitiously and used as a fetish or amulet in West African spiritual practices. Magical power attributed to such an object. So I guess technically maybe it could be offensive because it's not from my culture. I'm not trying to use it offensively, so I think that's clear. But I think it's technically correct, just application. So it's a very loose application. It would have to be, I think it said West African. A West African person would have to feel something or apply some sort of spiritual thing to exactly what I'm doing for it to be correct. But in any case, it's close enough. Yeah, I just saved, I think. Oh, I guess that must have been short-term injury. That guy keeps getting injured too. Looks like everything's okay. We lost. And then now, regardless of outcome after this game, Nolan comes in. So the loss matters just because the rules that I've established. Also, it's particular. 1 second, sorry. Is that right? It is. So it's particularly relevant because if he loses two, then Nolan has to get us out of it. Well, get us out of it. We're at even if that's the case, but he has an important duty if that's the case. He does have an important duty to get us out of it. Now, if he... Ooh. No, we would ride him straight through because he just had back-to-back losses. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. I have to think about that one for a second. Because I wouldn't want to go back to him, even though he won two, because he lost two as well. So the winning the two to begin was irrelevant. Now, if we lose this, I might have to shake up the lines. That's the one thing. And on that note, actually, do we have a particular problem right now? Goal differential is great. Power play is good. Penalty kill is average, maybe slightly below average. So theoretically, could adjust the penalty kill. Is there anything glaring with our lines? Because then I might do something. 11 points, that's fine. 14's good. 11's okay. 13's good. 15's great. 18 is very good. Let's start with line 2. 10's okay. 9's meh. 2 is bad. 5 is better. So Pickarainen's just completely shat the bed, so to speak. So it's good also that we're not playing him. This guy has a habit of just mediocre in the regular season, plays well in the regular season. Plays bad in the playoffs, plays bad in the playoffs. I don't know, man. So not much we can do, really. Yikes, we're in trouble. Well, Nolan's got us out of this stuff before. Do we make a shake-up? Started with the second line, that didn't work. Nobody's played especially well to move up. $13, $11. I don't know. There's nothing to do. Put Pickarainen on the 4th. So -2, I guess. Take him off the penalty kill. Again, I guess. Don't know how much that's going to change anything. It's as good as we can do. We could shake up the lines, but I mean, no line has played poorly. Nolan's save percentage is great. Both goalies are playing good. So there's nothing. We're just not. We didn't produce enough the past couple games. So if we lose, we lose. We didn't lose that one, but we still got a game set that we can lose. Oh, I forgot to do pricing. I think. Oh, but it was at the optimal pricing anyway, so I shouldn't have to make an adjustment. Yeah. So Nolan won. He's done this before for us. Maybe that move putting Picker Ryan into the fourth was just what we needed. I mean, it's a weird thing to do to have that big of an impact. Well, I guess, I don't know. Whatever happens, happens. Oh boy. Nolan, you came in the clutch again. What a clutch goalie. He's done this every time. We haven't been eliminated with Nolan trying to close out a series. What a stud goalie. What a stud. We got some pretty, like, I know it's a video game, but we've got some pretty character guys on our team. Man, let's save this before anything blows up, because holy jeez. I mean, we're up the series 2-0. So for us to lose 3 and then come back and win 2 is not crazy far-fetched, but man, it's pretty lucky, impressive. I don't know exactly what wording works best here, but okay, so always remember that pricing changes in the Stanley Cup final. So I'm going to hit auto assign, and you can see the difference between these prices in the Stanley Cup final. Massive jump. If you don't make that adjustment, you're missing out on huge revenue opportunities. So we'll keep the auto assign for upper bowl. Last season it was $262. This one was $350. We'll leave it at the auto assign $360. $447. It was $434. We'll leave it as is. $573, $589. We'll leave it to what auto assign says. We'll adjust from there. Because typically the auto assign is below what we charged. Wait though. Previous round we were higher though. So this is 603 then. 461. The rest are higher. So, okay, we'll start with this then. Cool. Fully healthy in the Stanley Cup final, which is rare. I will totally take it. Go back to the old routine. Koivunen starts, Nolan comes in. So like for example, if Koivunen loses 2 or 2 of 3, Nolan comes in. But otherwise he plays all 4 of the first 4 games. So we should have a look at, we'll go regular season preview of the series. So Ducks are 3rd place, we were 2nd. Goal differential is 0.5. We were 1.17. So they're, of all teams, other than the Jets, probably the most competitive with us. Goals for, they would have been, not even 3rd. So somewhere towards the top. Goals against, not as good. Power play were better. Penalty kill were better. And just out of interest, because I also want to know how we're doing. Our goal differential right now is 1.47, which is quite high. Oh. Okay, good. It's still in that order. Ducks are 0.43, so about the same as what they did in the regular season. Power play, we had the edge. Penalty kill, they had the edge. So, again, another series we should win, but of all teams that could beat us, this is one of the toughest ones. So, we'll see. Lost to start, that's no good. I hate it when this stuff comes up in the Stanley Cup final. Don't bug me, I'm trying to focus on the Stanley Cup. Maintenance, I don't think anything needs to be done for the rest. Prices, let's see. Everything can at least try to go up. I'm going to try to do 10. The reason I'm doing that is because it said neutral to the pricing. So if it was any other thing like, I forget how it usually says, like, oh, he's up to 85 now, wow. Negative, I forget what it says when they don't like the pricing. Win, thankfully. Let's see what happened. I still check this though because of the way we do our budgets, that it could have one of them be red and then that might have a negative impact. I don't know exactly, but just try to avoid it. Unhappy, that's what it says. So it still says neutral, so let's update these in my records for 7-1. 6-1-3 2-7-6. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 10s for each, I guess. And then this one, let's do 2. The problem is we don't get to test it enough because we only have one round to attempt prices and 3 to 4 games to try it, so oh, don't get injured now. Not now. That sucks. Well, good thing we still have that guy pulled up. I mean, not that it makes any difference if he's pulled up or not, but 4 points minus 4. 7 points, no minus. 7 points minus 1. I think Pikkarainen's staying on the 4th. We'll pull Doyle up. Who goes to the 1st, though? Well, let's check the performance. So, Kozhevnikov has 23, 19, 21. So this line's playing well. One over, one under, 3 over. So I don't want to mess with this line. I'm going to keep it as is. 14's not very good. 14 again, not very good. 16's better. 8's not good. 14's the same. I know Nichushkin went up to the first line. Was successful. Chubasov can't go to the first line, so it has to be Nichushkin then. Okay, and then Doyle comes up. And what's his face? Where is he? There he is. Comes in. All right. Man, that's a big loss to lose one person. I don't know what the result of the game was. It's especially not good if we lost it and we lost him. But nothing we can do about that. So who is currently playing? Rudin, Shevnikov, Caswell, Chubasov. And who? It would be Pikkarainen, but he hasn't played well. The thing is he's not a risk to us in a negative way on the power play. He might screw things up, but it's not going to result in goals against in all likelihood, so we can play him on the power play. I'm okay with that. Even strength, I'd rather keep him away from everything. 91s. And then David's going to come in on this one. It's probably still 15 points. That's pretty good. 9, 1, 3, 5, 3. So it also works in this regard. That makes sense. Caswell, Chushkin, I guess. 16, 14, but he's got 6 goals. Let's go with Nichushkin. Martins, McKenna, Chushkin, Shevnikov, Rudy Caswell, Chubasov, and who? I guess Vorobiev. Why not? Then we'll switch this to David now. Oh, this doesn't really... Oh, yeah, even the 3 didn't matter, but whatever. I'm a bit OCD. Let's just fill it all out. I forget where we're at in the series, so... Loss? So... Yeah, that's 3 games, okay. Oh, and 2 losses, so that means we're riding Nolan to the end. So it's either we get eliminated with Nolan or we get through with Nolan. So let's see if he can... This would be so funny if he comes in through the clutch. Like, I mean, we're only down 2 games to 1. But it would be so funny if he comes in and saves the day once again. I'm happy that we got to the final. It would, like, the team, it wasn't wasn't our best team, wasn't our worst team, probably better than some of our other Stanley Cup teams, but the way the season went, it wouldn't be surprising if we do get eliminated here in the final. But we'll see. Valcor, he's out for the rest of the series, it looks like, which is not good. Gunderson did well when he came up. He's doing well in the AHL. So, how has he done in the playoffs? Well, actually. But I'll still go with him because he played better so far. Valcor. Let's just put him in and see what we need to adjust. So that gets better that way. So I guess that's what we're going to have to do. Okay, so let's adjust the rest. So it's penalty kill. +5, wow. Is that all I... Oh. That's it, I believe. good they got their goalie back. Hey, we won. Nolan. It's one win in the right direction. We're even now. It's best of 3. Okay with that. 13th. So Valcor could get back in. On Fersen seems unlikely. One, two, three. Yeah, so Von Fersen can't play. And I forget what the other guy said. I think maybe he can play, but we'll see. Oh, God. Our top defenseman gets injured with a broken hand. Well, thank you very much. Well, it's a good thing we got these young guys that can come up. I mean, we should have better call-ups is the truth. But I mean, these are okay. Whatever. Okay, so now what? He can play on first. He can definitely play on first. 3 points. 5 points. He can also play on first. He's got 3 points. So we'll do Nyquist, Sege. And then if we have to adjust from there, we will. So Johnston comes in. He fits best on the second. And that's good also because it splits up the young guys. Because I don't want them to play together. But we have 2 rights. Seguin can't go on the second. How do we do this? Three rights, 3 lefts. How do we distribute? So he's especially bad on the second. He's not as bad on the second. So Kiviharu on the second, Sege on the third. Serenhamo can go up to the first. Gunderson to the... So that combo doesn't work. Johnson to the second. Unless we played 2 rights. I think this is as good as we're going to get. Well, we're just going to have to go top heavy when it comes to special teams. Yeah. How has Pekarainen done since he's done worse and he hasn't produced? Okay, well, you're coming off. Oh wait, this is Nyquist. It's the next one. Did Kivihard do better? He's got 3 goals. I think Seguin's better. How is Vorobiev doing? Better. So Pekarainen, you're losing all your privileges. Penalty kill. We're going to start with our better one, which is Nyquist, Sarenheimo or Heimo. And then we're going to double up again with Seguin on his off wing with Kiviharu. Then the third line, Gunderson with Johnson. Seguin, no, this one is Nyquist. So this is where I usually would keep pairings together, but I think it's out the window given how many injuries we've had. -2. I stand corrected, maybe. If it's Kiviharu and Seguin, does it work? It doesn't. So Kiviharu and Johnston, I think it was. It does work. So then we go back to the normal pairings. Okay, so no. So yes with the same pairings, but not the order. Okay, so that'll be fine. Nyquist. See, and it's funny because these guys, because of the number of injuries, they haven't played with each other the whole season. Seguin, Gunderson, I like better. And then Kiviharu, Johnston. And 3-on-3 is never going to happen. But we will change it. It's good. We don't know the outcome yet, do we? Man, all the line changes, you have no idea what even happened. It's kind of funny. Oh, we won. That's good news at the moment. Don't want to get ahead of myself and too excited because things can turn around very quickly. Why did parking attendants go down so much? Maybe it's the maintenance level. Did I go up? I went up another 10 and it's still got space. Good to know. That went up to, those are unhappy. Let's do 3s. Because they're at unhappy now, so in all likelihood we're close. So depending on the outcome of this game, we might have him back. If we win, we don't need him, which is great. If we lose, we need him, and we have him, which is good. So either way, I think we're okay. A win would be nice, though. So we don't have to worry about bringing him in. And all the line changes associated with doing that. So, but we'll see. Ugh. And Chubasov's injured. We don't know the outcome. We don't have somebody up. It'd be so stupid if we call a guy up and we actually won the game and we don't even need to. Man, we have to go deep. How is he doing in their playoffs? Pretty good. So we'll just temporarily fill because maybe we won. I have a feeling we didn't because I think it would have proceeded. I don't know actually what would have happened if we won. We'll know after we do this stuff. Soda bomb. Oh, there's Valcor. So let's see the outcome. See if we actually do need to do anything. Great. If we won, it doesn't matter. Okay, we lost. Now I know. Stupid thing. So now we have a boatload of line changes. I wouldn't say a boatload, but a number of line changes all for one game. How annoying. Ryan, you haven't done anything. Lysel's gonna take your spot. God, how embarrassing. Okay, so that's even strength, power play. That's correct. How has Doyle done? Because he's next up. Not well, -2. How has Tracy done? 2 goals. 2 goals and even. God, we should trade both Pickarainen and Doyle clearly. Because, like, look, I think I'm going to do this with the lines. Because you guys are minuses. I can't take minuses. These guys are even. Man, that's so embarrassing. So that means 2 defensemen on the power play. God, that's so embarrassing. 5 points. Nyquist is 11. Salcor 1. 3 goals. 4 points. I'd rather 3 goals. One goal, 1 point. Okay. How have you done? Even. Okay, so Saren, no. We're going with Kibaharu has 3 goals, yeah. Okay, so before we do that, we got to figure out the D pairings. So Johnston comes out. Falcor comes in. Falcor has to be line 2. Not has to be, but should be. Sege is better on 3. Gunderson is better on 3. Kibaharu is fine there. So let's do that. So Nyquist, Saren, Saren Hamo. Okay, Nyquist. Wait. No, that's not what I did. That's what I did. Okay. Who goes here? Falcor, Saren Hamo, Gunderson, Sege. Really? Okay. Okay, and then extra lines goes like this. Man, all this for one game. Okay, so that's all the D changes. Now we need to do the forward changes. So that's correct. Oops. That's correct. 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 Shevnikov, Rodin. Caswell, Martins. So what we're doing is moving Doyle down to the third because he hasn't played well. And then who's going to be his center? We've already used Martins, Caswell, Shevnikov, Rodin. So it's between Nichushkin, and I think that's going to be him. Vorobiev. (415) and McKenna. Could be Pekarainen, or we just remove him. It's the third pairing. Let's just go with Pekarainen and Doyle. They played well during the regular season. We can at least give them that. And then it goes. Let's go Martins, Rodin, who was it? Kashevnikov and who was with Rodin? It is Kashevnikov, but he's not good at face-offs though. We'll give it to Pekarainen. I guess not. We will give it to Kashevnikov. Good enough. McKenna, Martins, Kashevnikov, Rodin, Caswell, Chushkin, Vorobiev. Oh, what do we do here? with 2D. Why not? Let's go for it. 3. Well, yeah, 3-on-3 doesn't happen anyways, I guess. So, we can move Johnston back down. Oh wait, we'll do a switch to shake up the lines. Are they still playing? It's either they got eliminated or there's a gap before they're... No, they must have... Did they win then? Hey, they won. Or is... Yeah, that is the final. Hey. Well, we got another Calder trophy. Even though I don't pay attention or care. What I care about is this. And everything's set up. And it comes down to Game 7 Stanley Cup final. Whatever. You win some, you lose some. You lose some. So we lost in the Stanley Cup final, Game 7. So that's okay. That's okay. But now we know we have 2 players that we're getting rid of for sure, it feels like. Not Kashevnikov, Pikkarainen and Doyle. Don't like them. Can we see the prices? No, we can't. That sucks. Oh well. A bit annoying. That's okay. And it was overtime on top of it. That's kind of funny. So our team was actually better, obviously. Maybe I shouldn't have moved those guys to the third line. Maybe I should have just went with the guys that got us there. But they played well in the playoffs, so it's like they deserve to get rewarded. I don't know. I wonder if their performance changed. Like if they did bad or something in the... He was a -1, but he was on the 4th line. Tracy... Nothing changed. So that's a good sign. So technically then the decision was correct, based on him at least. Doyle... Can't tell if he got better or worse from that. Where was... Oh, there's Pikkarainen. he stayed the same, I think, again. And what was the other guy that we moved up? Where is he? Oh, there he is. So he was either the same or maybe even got a point. So looks like I made the right call. I mean, maybe I didn't because we lost, but at least based on stats. Oh, we can offer it now. 2 million? Are you kidding me? How come I can offer extensions? Oh, okay. For the guys that only have the 1 year. That makes sense. Okay. Cool. Should I sim forward more or just leave it? Let's sim forward more, I guess. What happened to us? We moved down one and stayed the same. Well, thank you. That's great. Anybody from us? Anderson and Sissons. Kadri's a coach. Wow. Anybody from us? I don't know what Davidson's role was, but I don't think it was important. I don't really care about the interviews. Why would we be trading Pekarainen? We're not trading Pekarainen. Are we trading these picks? Maybe, I guess. We are putting Pekarainen on there. So in this case, I mean, I don't know if I need to do this, but I will nonetheless. Man, Kozhevnikov was an 84. Wasn't he an 86? He got worse? Why? Same with Nichushkin. I think he got worse. Were we keeping this guy? I think so. We were going to develop him or something. I think he got better, stayed the same, something like that. Turgeon. I forget what his story is. What happened to Doyle? Everybody's tanked. I don't know why. Whitmore's looking good. Why did Martins go down after he just scored 48 goals? That doesn't make sense. I think we're trading Turgeon, so I'll put him there. Surplus. Wait, let's leave that on. What do we want? Future firsts and current firsts. So we'll pick this up at the draft, I guess. Save a duplicate. Cool. So unfortunate result. Just go take a look at awards. Got Prince of Wales again, at the very least. We didn't get the President's Trophy. Anybody get anything interesting? Nobody got anything. Well, we won a whole bunch of stuff in the AHL. It's 3 Calder trophies in a row, but again, I don't really care. 3 of 4. Cool, so yeah. Some changes to make. Probably gonna bring in some of these rookies. I almost want to do this right away. It's super tempting. Because I'm not going to get to play again until I don't know when. A few days. What day is it today? Wednesday? So when is it that I next get to play? Sunday. Wow, it's going to be a new off season. So yeah, and because I might have to redo some stuff, maybe. Wait, no, because I have later picks, so I have time to make trades if I need to. Yeah, so anyways, we'll have to pick it up. I guess next stream is scheduled for Sunday. And yeah, we will leave it there. So If you like the stream, hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, turn on notifications. The channel homepage has upcoming streams on regular NHL content. That's going to be tomorrow, which is why I shouldn't do it more of this tonight. I moved it to 1:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to do a late off-season recap. Shouldn't be too long. There's not too much I want to recap. Otherwise, there's other predictions coming up. You can have a look at that schedule there. For things I can't schedule ahead of time, like franchise mode, like I said, that schedule's in the About section of the channel. After today, I'm only going to have the 1 day scheduled. In between now and that day, I'm going to give an update to that scheduling. I believe it's going to be consistent after that date, but don't hold me to it. And be a pros whenever I have time or feel like it. Haven't had time, have felt like it just as much as I feel like playing this more, but don't have enough time. Any comments, leave them in the comments. Suggestions likewise, and we will see you guys tomorrow for the off-season recap. So it's just everything that's happened since the last one I did, which would have been after free agency, basically. So that's it. We'll see you guys then. Goodbye.